For activity 4, I'm going to show you 5 different photos, and you're going to use any clues you can find in the photos to figure out what the weather is. And then you're going to think about what makes you say that. First photo is of a porcupine. Isn't it cute? So we're looking for any sort of clues in the picture that might tell us what the weather is. Do you see any clues? I notice, and sometimes it helps just to talk about what you notice first. I notice that the porcupine's quills above its head look kind of bright, almost like light is shining on them. I also notice that the ground that it's walking on has plants that are red. And I'm kind of wondering if that means that it's the time of year when the plants turn red, which is autumn or fall. Ooh, and I see that this porcupine has a shadow, which also tells me that that light that I see on top of its head is probably the sun. So I think I can definitely say that it's sunny. So I'm going to write an S for sunny. Usually if it's sunny enough to see that, I can't tell if it's cloudy, so I'm going to leave that one blank. Warm or cold? Warm or cold? This one's a little tricky, but I think because it looks like it's fall, I'm going to guess it's kind of cold. It's not like summertime. So I'm going to put a C for cold. And windy, it might be windy. It looks like the grass might be bending a little bit. It's pretty tricky to tell if it's windy though. So you could decide whether or not you think it's windy. You might even make a question mark if you're not sure. Or you could say, oh, maybe a little W for maybe windy. And it's not raining or snowing in that picture, so I'm going to leave it blank. Now you can do the next ones on your own. And think about why you think that the weather is what it is. So what makes you say that? So I don't think it's rainy or snowy. What makes you say that? Well, I don't see any snow. And I see sun. And it usually isn't sunny and rainy at the same time. Why do you think it's cold? Well, I think it's cold because I think it's fall. What makes you say that it's sunny? What makes me say that it's sunny is that I see the sunlight hitting the quills of the porcupine, and the porcupine is making a shadow, which usually only happens on a sunny day. So now, your turn to do the rest of these. This is photo 2. What do you notice about the weather in this photo? What makes you say that? Photo 3 has 2 goats. Does their fur give you any clues about the weather today? What makes you say that? Look carefully at the water around these ducks. What do you think the weather is in this photo? What makes you say that? For our last photo, photo 5, what do you think the weather is in this photo, the porcupine? What makes you say that? The next activity is to think about the last photo I showed you of the porcupine in the snow and draw a picture of yourself here in your clothes that you would wear to keep yourself safe and comfortable outside on a snowy day. After you've done that, you can think about what are some things that are the same and what are some of the things that are different about how you'd prepare for a snowy day, and how a porcupine stays safe in that same weather. Do they get to put on a coat and mittens? No, they have to use parts of their body to stay warm.